Hey guys, this is Logan from IGR Rips. We're back today to do something we haven't done on this channel yet. We're going to open some Flesh and Blood, Dusk till Dawn. Let's get straight to it. You know, we don't mess around on here. We try to get right to box openings as quickly as possible. Give y'all as much content as we can. Make sure to let me know in the comments what y'all think about doing different videos or different card games. Let me know if there's one you want me to do. Flesh and Blood is actually one of my favorite games. I wish we had a bigger player base for it, but I absolutely love this game. I love the art on the cards. And Dusk till Dawn is like one of my favorite sets since I've been playing. Look at that rainbow foil. Because I do play Levia, so this was a great set for me. I enjoy it a whole lot. Half of my deck comes out of this set. I've still yet to pull the Levia Redeemed Legendary, which is one I'm really looking for. Shade and Swing, I run several of those. And I love the art. I mean, look at that. It's just gorgeous rainbow foiling. Deathly Delight, the Hellhammer, in Flesh and Blood, for anybody who's not super familiar with how the rarities work. Oh man, I can tell you we've got a good one in here because I've seen it on the back. Commons are what they say, commons, and then in Flesh and Blood, rares are kind of like uncommons in Magic. Look at that. In like Magic or Pokemon or something, the Majestic, this is called Majestic in Flesh and Blood. That is kind of like the rare to mythic level in Magic. That is a really good pull, actually. Those Figments are great cards. Heavily played in Prism. And then Legendary is rarer than anything in Magic. It's probably like pulling a freaking, I don't even know what to compare it to. A little bit more common than serialized cards. Wow, I just lose my train of thought looking at the art on these cards. God, they're beautiful. Legendary is definitely rarer than Mythic or anything like that in Magic. On average, you get one Legendary. I think it's every 1.5 boxes. So about 2 per case. Because there's 4 boxes in a case of Flesh and Blood. So they're really hard to pull. And then Fabled is about like pulling a serialized card. Fableds are extremely rare. I have never pulled a Fabled. Which I've only been in Flesh and Blood for about 4 or 5 months. And we just don't have a huge player base around me for it. So I don't open near as much of it as I do Magic or Pokemon because those are just much bigger sellers. I'm trying to get it. Look at that. Shadow Brute. I love Levia. Fun fact. Any of the Magic fans out there, the artist who originally drew Liliana Vess, is the one who drew Levia. But anyways, so I haven't opened near as many, but I've still opened, I would say, probably 2 or 3 cases of Flesh and Blood, and I've never seen a Legendary. Ooh, look at that. We got another Mythic. You may play this card from your banish zone. If you do, it costs 2 less to play. Each hero banishes a card from their arsenal. Flesh and Blood is definitely, though, I love the pace of it. It's a very high-paced aggro game. It really appeals to my style of gameplay. I really enjoy it. I've pushed really hard to build the Flesh and Blood community at my store. And I've slowly grabbed a couple of players, but it's still a fairly young game. It's not quite as established. It's only been around for about, I think it's like 5 or 6 years old. So it's kind of past the hump. It should survive. Normally, TCGs, the 5-year mark is kind of that mark to beat for most TCGs. So we've kind of passed that in Flesh and Blood, but it's still just not mainstream as Magic and Pokemon. And even Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Has no player base around us. I've got people that buy the cards, but I've ran a Yu-Gi-Oh! Night several times. I've tried building a Yu-Gi-Oh! Night up, and I just never can consistently get players to show up for it. Lay to rest. Alright, we need something else out of here. We're going to pull 2 Mythics, or Majestics. We should be due at least 3 or 4 more of those in this box. There's also, they have the Marvels. That they'll be like the Figments there, but they'll be full art. Both sides are gorgeous art. Ooh, look at that. We got a Shade and Death Hydra. It's a good card. Gorgeous cards, and they're worth about 70, 80 bucks by themselves. Blistering Assault, Light the Way, Tribute, a Young Leviah. Ooh, we got a Rainbow Foil, Dig Up Dinner. Let's go. A Beaming Bravado and a Vile Inquisition. That's not bad right there. Rainbow Foil Majestic. Rainbow Foil Deathly Whale, regular Deathly Whale, and a Shading Screen. Courage Token. Rainbow Foil Light the Way, V for Valor, and Envelop in Darkness. I think Flesh and Blood definitely got their rarities right. That is one thing they've got that Magic doesn't seem to have under control is they print anything good. They seem to print it into the ground. The way they limit their foilings and the way they... Ooh, look at that. The way they even do, like the Fables are so hard to hit. And they're good, don't get me wrong. They're not bad cards, but they're not game-breaking cards. They're not something you have to have 3 of in your deck to be able to play. So it keeps the barrier to entry from low, but it gives collectors like something to chase without breaking the game. Oh, there's another Majestic, Widespread Ruin. Let's go. That's our 5th Majestic. Still no legendaries. Still haven't hit a Fabled, which, like I said, I don't really expect to hit. I would love to hit one, but I'm not really expecting it. Another Charge of the Light Brigade, Wall Breaker, and Deathly Delight. But as my TCG player has been growing, I want to diversify out of just Magic and Pokemon, and so I started adding Lorcana, and ooh, didn't even look. I was busy talking. That is a Majestic right there. Another Rainbow Foil Majestic. Let's go. And a double Majestic pack. That's not a bad pack right there. All right. That's a pretty good pack. And Flesh and Blood. I love Flesh and Blood, so it's just like a natural. When I start thinking about where to go next, Flesh and Blood just sort of jumped out as this is the one to do next. Prism Specialization. We've got past the point in Flesh and Blood where the bulk will sell in Flesh and Blood because the player base is big enough to move bulk in Flesh and Blood. Oh, we got us a piece of equipment there. That is a cold foil equipment, actually. Put that down there, so I'll make sure to keep that separate. I almost missed it. The cold foil is so hard to see. But you can kind of see it when the light hits it right. That is the one thing you gotta get used to if you're gonna be much in Flesh and Blood as far as like the collecting side is telling the difference in between the rainbow foils and the cold foils because the price difference is massive. Celestial Reprimand, Lay to Rest, and a Vile Inquisition. But there is a market for the bulk because this is a played game. That's kind of what I target when I'm looking for stuff to open for the store. Something that's played, so I have a market to move everything I open. Not just, you don't want to open stuff that you're just playing the lottery on. Because when you're just playing the lottery, you're going to end up getting burned eventually, over time. You might win the game every now and then, but you'll eventually get burned. So I try to open stuff that there is a market where I can sell everything in that that I open in the box. And Flesh and Blood has made it there where everything I open in the box is a sellable card. Some of them might not sell for much, and they might not move quite as fast as Magic. That's why I don't open as much. Magic and Pokemon are definitely still the king. Lorcana's quickly trying to dethrone them as quick as it can go, but they are still the big dogs in town. But Flesh and Blood has got enough of a base where I'm not just looking for the big hits. Big hits are nice. They pay for the box a lot quicker, but we can definitely make our money back in bulk also, which is what you need to be doing if you're opening boxes. You need to be able to sell the bulk and not just be counting on big hits. Look at there. Because just like this box, this isn't a bad box. We got a few Majestics. We got us a cold foil, but we didn't get nothing crazy. I'm not sure how much that's running in Rainbow Foil or the Dig Up Dinner. I know Shade and Hydra is like a couple bucks or something. I know the Figments, I don't know that one specifically. I know the Figments are normally a few dollars a piece, but we've probably only got like maybe $25, $30 if I had to guess right here. I may be massively wrong. Somebody may be watching this video screaming at me that some card is worth a stupid amount of money and I'm wrong. None of this. This is Shade and Hydra. Some builds running Levia. I don't. I don't play Prism, so I don't use that. Blood Dripping Frenzy isn't one. That's just not the kind of Levia deck I run. I don't play Rune Blade, so really there's only a few of these I've personally used, so I don't know the prices on all of them. But if I had to guess, because of the Figment and because of the couple of Rainbow Foil Majestics we pulled, like the Cold Foil Frontline Legs is probably $4 or $5 if I had to guess. Once again, scream at me if you want. Tell me in the comments I'm an idiot. But nothing crazy here. But I've got all this bulk that I will start listing on my TCG player tonight or tomorrow, along with the handful of decent Majestics that I got. And then whenever you do hit the Fabled or the Legendary or something, then you just killed it and then makes up for any boxes that were light, but you're not needing that in order to survive. This stack of bulk is going to keep me from going broke with these while I hunt for the boxes that are insane. Then when you open a box that has $200 in value out of it, then it helps with all the boxes you broke even on. So make sure if you're opening it as, hey, I'm a store, I'm wanting to open, I do try to give that. Always look for games that you can sell the bulk out of. I'll probably end up adding Yu-Gi-Oh! At some point simply because that is a massively played game and the bulk has a home. I just don't know Yu-Gi-Oh! We don't have a base. I don't play Yu-Gi-Oh! So I'm going to struggle doing a video and being hype about the right stuff because I don't know what I'm looking for. I can list it. I know how to tell the different foilings and stuff, but I don't know, like, oh, this is such a great card like I can do in Magic and Pokemon and Flesh and Blood, because those are games I'm either a player of or a collector of in the case of Pokemon. But all right, guys, let me know in the comments what you think. If there's certain sets you want to open. I know I've got a couple different sets that's coming next week. I think I've got an Everfest coming and Uprising for Flesh and Blood. And we'll also be doing some more Magic and Pokemon throughout the week, as always. And I may do a Lorcana here soon. We'll see. Think about opening another box of Lorcana. But, as always, we are Infinite Gaming Respawn. You can find us online at www.infinitegamingrespawn.com. You can find us on Whatnot on IGR_NC. You can find us on Facebook at Infinite Gaming Respawn. And you can always shoot us an email at www.infinitegamingrespawn@gmail.com. And please like and subscribe. It helps us a whole lot as we are a new channel. And every subscriber helps get us closer to actually getting pushed up in the reviews and get more eyes on us. You know, the more people I've got watching, the more of these videos I'll put out. I open the stuff anywhere from the store so I figure why not record it and let y'all watch. That way y'all don't have to spend y'all money. Y'all can just watch me open and decide if you want to open something yourself or if you want to just live vicariously through me watching me open all the stuff. That way, whenever we open a sort of mediocre box like this, it doesn't make your wallet hurt. It makes mine hurt. No, we'll be okay because we're selling the bulk. But I know everybody isn't in the same boat as me there. I've got a store. I've got an outlet for it. But, all right, guys. We'll see you again soon. Bye.